Hey guys, this is DIY Reptiles, and today is the second day of having the babies. So first, I'm going to show you a clip that I didn't show in the first video about the baby geckos, but it's actually where I filmed finding them, and I had forgotten that I filmed that. So I'm going to show you that. It's a pretty exciting moment. And then we're going to get into what I did the second day of having the babies. I believe I tried to feed them and everything, so you'll see all of that. And then the next video will be the third day, and I'm not sure exactly what happens after that, but I believe I filmed the first couple days, and then I'll start doing like a weekly update or a monthly update or something along the lines of that. So I hope you guys enjoy, and here is that crazy clip. Okay, so I am going to voice over this part because my mom was filming and she was asking questions and whatnot. So first I saw the first baby that was down by the substrate line, and then I spotted this other one when I opened up the enclosure, so I went ahead and grabbed it out, and then I had to work to grab the other one out because they are kind of sporadic and they're jumping all around the enclosure and whatnot. And I'd watch Teddy. I removed Teddy first because she was searching for them and or trying to lay eggs or something like that. And then I got them into this plastic shoebox enclosure, and throughout this I was super excited, and I'd realized that they'd started shedding, which is good, but that is essentially it. It was just a really crazy moment. It is the second day of having the babies, and they've just been sitting here right in front of Teddy's enclosure. It's a nice, good temperature in here, and I believe it's nice and humid in here. You can see both of them right there. They're enjoying the leaves. It is about 9:30, so they have started to move a little bit because the light's been off for a little while. So I'm going to try to feed them now. I have a little bit of the Crested Gecko food. This is the breeding diet, just like the tiniest little amount. And then we have the dubia roaches open and the red runner roaches open. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab some of the little baby dubia roaches out if I can find some, and then the same thing with the red runner roaches so I can have them prepared. If, in the case that the geckos run out and I have to handle them anyway, then I have this set up right here so I can weigh them. Otherwise, I'm not going to mess with it. I'd really like to get their weights just so I can be like, this is how much a baby gecko weighs. But at the same time, I don't want to stress them out, and I'm new to this, so I'm sure I can figure out baby gecko weights in the future when I know that it really doesn't matter if you handle them, because I assume that it probably doesn't do much. But for now, I'm just gonna, let it be. I didn't feed them or do anything with them yesterday because they were still eating their shed. I think they both shed out, so I can show them now. They look really pretty, and I'll kind of talk about their pattern and whatnot. So you guys may not know how tiny these large roaches actually start out. So these are lots of baby dubia roaches along with some large lesser mealworms or buffalo beetle worms that are the cleanup crew in these enclosures. And then in here we have some other baby, well, these aren't even small babies, okay? If you want to see small babies, they look like that. So these are the red runner roaches, and they are just extraordinarily smaller, as you can see, and there are tons of them in here. So I'm hoping that something will like to eat them eventually, because the turtles will eat them, Richard will eat them, but other than that, they're just too hard to catch to be worth to feeding the Crested Geckos, kind of, and Beth doesn't like them, which Beth is my leopard gecko. So I'm going to bring this over here. This is I just fed them, so I have this over here. And now I will start with the babies, so I'll get you guys set up. First, I'm going to show them up close, and then I will more set you guys up. So we're in here, it's still nice and moist. There they are, they're hanging out. So the immediate look at them, it looks like this one right here has Dalmatian spots, but its pattern looks like it's more like Teddy, and Teddy seems more patternless, right? So she has very little pattern actually, and it looks more in relation to that. They both have this really cool color on their tail. They get that from Linus. So here we have Linus out here. This is the father. You can see that really neat pattern on the tail, and then has Dalmatian stripes, or Dalmatian spots, and he's just covered in pattern. And then here we have the mama, and she is kind of patternless, especially on the sides. And then her tail does have color, but it's not bright and vibrant like these guys over here. So it looks like this one right here, oh my gosh, they're like so adorable, I can't even right now. But this one right here seems to have that kind of nice pattern going down the back. Definitely not a pinstripe, but it kind of has that nice, more vibrant, oh geez, he's gone, more vibrant pattern that his father has. But it'll be interesting to see. This one definitely has the Dalmatian spots, but it'll be interesting to see how each of them kind of develop as they get older. But as you can see, this one definitely has that tail as well, like the father, which is Linus. And this one doesn't have, just has that one big, the brightness on the tail, and then it's not so good after that. So, or I mean, it's just kind of brown. Really nice, beautiful long tails, which is really cool. The mother, Teddy, again, gone. She has a kind of cut off tail, and I never knew why, but I think I do now. So what can happen is that sometimes when the eggs get lots of light, then they will try to rotate, like the babies will rotate themselves within the egg to kind of get away from the light. At least this is what I've heard. And then they can end up like cutting off the circulation to their appendages. So she definitely didn't drop her tail, because how Crested Gecko tail dropping works is that there's only one soft spot within the very end, or not the very end, but the very beginning, I guess, of their tail, and that's the only place they can drop it. So considering her tail is just shortened, I think that it happened as a birth defect, and it probably happened that way, is that it got cut off circulation, and it just died within the egg before she was born. Both of these guys look very good. They wouldn't ever have been exposed to light because they were buried underground, and that is how these guys, that worked. So they definitely both shed out. They look very beautiful and just extraordinarily adorable. I can't. It's so crazy. So real quick, I just want to show you a picture of baby Teddy and then a picture of younger Linus for reference. Now I'm going to offer him some food, and I'll show you guys that. I don't think I need to spray it down. It's pretty humid in here, and I'll spray it down probably tomorrow. But they have these air holes for the circulation, and they will, this experience here will end up leaving them with less humidity in here, but I don't think it's going to be too much. So I haven't actually worked with baby DB roaches. As I believe I said that Teddy used to like only eat baby DB roaches for like the longest time, and since then I literally haven't dealt with the babies, and that was like over a year ago probably, I'd imagine. It's just been a good couple months, so it'd be interesting to see how these guys, this might actually be too big for them. I don't know. Let's see if they have any type of reaction to it. I don't know, this is really big. He's looking at it. I'm kind of... he was going to lick it. Here, I'm going to get a smaller one, because this is... that extraordinarily tiny roach is actually looking really big compared to the size of them. So, and you really don't want to feed them the wrong size, because it can really hurt them. So, this one's not moving so much. Yeah, that one's looking away, right? Oof. That one doesn't seem very interested. Try this guy up here again. I can kind of come at it from a different angle, maybe. So this guy's licking. Maybe he wants the powder. Let's see if that's what they're interested in. See if I can get a little bit on here. It's so hard because I'm on my bed,
So I can't put pressure down on this without moving everything. And I like to let things sit on stuff. Let's see. Is that what you want? Doesn't seem very interested. I'm not entirely sure if they should be. It's just the tiniest bit on the tip of his face. Let's see if he'll lick that. Okay, let's see this one down here. Oh, and there it goes. And I did the same thing, I think. It's actually hard to tell. Oh. There we go. Oh, wow. I know this isn't ideal, but it is going at it. Look at that. That's so cool. Okay, so it likes the Crested Gecko diet right off the bat. And here's the other one coming up with it. This one likes it. Yes. Okay, let's see if I can get the other guy. This one maybe not as interested. I don't know how much they can eat. They're kind of small. Considering they've never... Yep. Oh, that's enough for him. He's so little. Ooh, little jump. It's like a frog. Oh, there he goes. Oh man, he's going. He's just, there's no stopping him. Gee whiz. Go on to this. It's more like your tub. It's not gonna weigh anything, especially if it's not in the middle. Is that 7? 0.07. He's about to lick my hand. Okay. Come on back onto your leaves. Please. Oh, big step. And there you go. Okay, so I can now tell the difference between them because I've gotten a good look at them. And this is the one that I got out. I weighed and I measured it yesterday, and I already knew that it's the one with Dalmatian stripes, so it was the one sitting here yesterday, and it's 3 inches and it's 0.07 ounces. I didn't get it in grams. I should have, because I need to switch over to grams, but whatever. I put in some of the smallest dubia roaches. There are the lesser mealworms in there, and then there's some baby red runner roaches. The thing about the red runner roaches, they can be a little bit bigger because they're extremely soft bodied, so I'm really not worried about them hurting themselves on the red runner roaches. So the red runner roaches and the dubia roaches can technically get out of that container, but that's all right, and I will, just have them in here. So they're going to be going nuts inside of there. So then if the Crested Geckos come up over there, they can hopefully bite them, and it should... I don't think that the roaches will harm them too much, so I think it should be alright. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave this in here. Now the other Crested Gecko down there didn't seem to be too interested in any food right now, and I think that's alright. I will try to feed them again tomorrow, but this one definitely does like the Crested Gecko diet right away, which is really, really helpful and cool. So this is the breeding diet, by the way, if you're wondering. So I'm just going to leave that down here, and then if they come across it, they can go ahead and eat that. But for now, I'm just going to take this right here, and I'm going to go ahead and put them back. And that was my experience with the babies today. And I'm going to name them. Naming animals is kind of one of my favorite parts of keeping animals, actually. So generally people will like put a name down in the comments. I already have a name for one of them. I'm not sure which one it's going to be yet, but one of them is going to be named Chris or Christopher. Besides that, I'm not exactly sure. So if you want to put a name down in the comments, I might have already come up with a name by the time this is uploaded, but I don't know. If you want to put a name down in the comments, go ahead and put it down there, and I'll look at it and I'll shout you out if I decide that your name is what I will name one of them.
If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like down below, as well as a comment of any questions or concerns or a name suggestion, and then subscribe for more content, because there are going to be more videos about the baby crested geckos, so get excited. It's going to be awesome. They're super adorable and great. So hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic day.